Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program. Now, it's been a while since I played last, and now that The Witcher 3 is out and I'm doing that, it does kind of make me a little less happy about wanting to do Kerbal Space Program. So I want to wrap up this series, is what I'm thinking. And I feel like, particularly since the 1.0 version of Kerbal Space Program still doesn't feel like a finished game. It's still very too difficult. It's still very strange. I also kind of feel like, because of an audio program, which I'm sorry about, and doing the tutorials at the beginning, I lost a lot of the audience that might have watched this to begin with. So all of those things together means really I want to wrap up this series towards the end, because we've shown, well, I mean, we haven't shown a lot, but here's the problem, and I'll show it in Sandbox on the last episode. The problem is, for 90 more science, I can get each one of these, but all of these require me to spend money to upgrade this, and maybe in a couple quests we'll get that to upgrade this, and maybe we can progress, but we still sacrificed all of our reputation, and I still don't know if any of that was right. I want to spend the least amount of money on today's thing. So, start with this. Well, yeah. And then let's look at the contracts. I can't read that. Oh, man. Forget that. Let's look at the contracts. We don't have one that says send data from outer space. We can't do the temperature scans, but we don't want to decline it. We want to test the swivel engine in flight, test the radial mount parachute in flight, swivel radial mount, test the skipper, and test the poodle, and then test the flea. So we have the swivel, skipper, and poodle, and all in flight, the radial mount parachute, and all of that. Alright. How do you zoom out? Anyways. Okay. We have the swivel, the skipper, and the poodle, all wanting to be tested in flight. And then the flea, I don't believe we have unlocked. Okay, so that is 3 of them. Right right there. And we need the radial mount parachute. Here. Well, I think that's all we can do, really. So, God, I gotta figure out how to zoom out. My mouse is... There we go. There we go. Shift and mouse wheel. I thought that was it. Why wouldn't that work before? Alright. We want the least amount of fuel for each one. To begin with, at least. Let's see, we'll just stack separator this to this. This right there, and we will put the poodle here. Let's get a small amount of fuel again. This entire mission is nothing but just trying to get fuel funding, and it really doesn't feel great. I have to say, it doesn't feel great. Let's see which one of these is the cheapest. Let's find the center of mass and then triple this. And put this here and see if this works. It just doesn't. Okay, swivel needs to be at 10,017. The radial parachute needs to be at 17,020, and the skipper needs to be at 8,000 whatever, and then the poodle needs to be at this. Okay, so we can't just put it in flight. There are actual altitudes now that we're seeing. It wants the swivel activated before the others, I believe, too. 10,300, between 10,000 and 17,000 meters. And then after that, the radial mount parachute should be activated, and the skipper can be activated before. So it needs to go skipper, then poodle, then swivel. Is that right? Can I do it? No, swivel, then skipper, then poodle, and we gotta get all of this back. So we have to go back to the assembly, and we've got to get this actually off the ground. This is not as simple as I had hoped it would be, and of course, why would it? That would make too much sense. Alright. Save that. Now we need to put on some real stuff. All we got is these radio mount things. Three of our most powerful rockets. Let's see if those work. Alright, this one is gonna fire, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this. This is a pretty pointless flight, and I feel like this is going to be the case a lot of times on these flights. It's just going to be, we need more money. So first one is the swivel, and that's the swivel. This is what we're looking for. We want to fire that as soon as all of these are satisfied. Nope. Oh man, it has been a while, hasn't it? It has been a while. All these keys, you know, the greatness of going to The Witcher 3 is that we back to playing with a gamepad, even though The Witcher 3 is an incredibly complicated game. Playing with the gamepad is nice. So we've satisfied 2 of them. Now we just need to get the speed up. And as soon as we get that speed up, we want to fire. Because I don't know how long that speed's going to last. I'm trying to get past to the height. We're at the height of 1. That's 1 contract down. Alright. Get rid of that. Why did that not accomplish? Did we mess up? The next one we have here is the skipper, flying 100 meters per second. We've slowed down now. Maybe I was going too fast, but I'm not at the right height now. Sadly, this thing is gonna put me very high up. Probably didn't need, with an Apple Access of nearly 70,000, probably didn't need those super Although, it worked. Alright, we're looking for the skipper here. And I'll probably just waste the fuel. I didn't put a stack separator here either. That's probably a mistake. So now we're going to start falling, and as we start falling, we're probably going to be too fast by the time we get to the right speed. If both of these line up, it would be worth it to just hit the button. It said 300 to 900 meters per second. Maybe I went over 900 meters per second? Gotta be careful on the spacebar. But see, this is really what it feels like Kerbal Space Program is just gonna be. And there's silence right now. They need to fix the audio, the way they play the audio silence. I mean, if somebody wasn't here talking, you'd be just staring at nothing. I mean, it is falling, but the screen is not really getting updated. Maybe they just need some Kerbalish going in the background from the radio. Just some music. Okay, I'm falling too fast now. You have to activate it at a certain speed. Let's see. I can activate the parachute. Let's see. We're going too fast. Why is this not triggering? And let's see. Radio mount parachute. I'm too low for the parachute. So I'm having to go up now to activate it. This is the poodle. And now we are at the swivel. And did we get one of them then? What's going on? Why are we not accomplishing any of these contracts? See, the radio mount parachute contract. We weren't high enough, or we were too high. Let's just speed this up. Like, none of those contracts worked. Test the engine. So, none of those worked. Let's try it one more time. revert to launch. Part of the problem here is the screen size is just too small. I'm literally looking for, trying to find some binoculars just to read my own screen. Alright. We want the skipper. We want to be flying. We don't want to be as fast as we were. And we want to be between, that's the skipper. We want the swivel. As soon as the swivel is clear, we're going to activate it. So let's go. All we're looking for is the swivel part. So that's 2 space bars. So we need to be between 300 meters per second to 900 meters per second. We are 300 meters per second. If we get too dangerously close to 900 meters per second, I'm gonna eject. We're at 500 right now. We got it. Now, we want the next one, which is the skipper. Let's see. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Skipper. We need the altitude lower. This is the skipper. This is the poodle. We're going too fast. Let's see. So skipper is the next one. We want to activate it. So we're going to activate it while falling down towards the location. This is a very strange way to do this. When we hit all 3 of these, we activate. And then this will probably be close too. We're at 250. We're at the speeds. Just don't fall out of the speeds. I don't think we will. Which is good news for that. Oh, there we go. Now, let's pull ourselves upward. And then hit X. We need to fall and speed up while we are in the range of, let's see. The poodle, I think we want to go higher. Let's see. $1,700 is what we want for the poodle. So the poodle's not going to work. We're not going to get that high. And then the radial mount ones. See if we can get up that far. radial mount here wants us to be up to 1700. With a very light ship, the Poodle will potentially get us up there. Hopefully it doesn't get us too fast, but I don't think it will. $1,300, this might work. This might very well work. We didn't get the Poodle one, but we're there. We can activate this. We can turn off our SIS and all of that. Let's see. And quick save, like I should be doing always. So we didn't get the Poodle contract done. That's fine, but we got 3 of them done. We've spent some money on the Poodle engine and all the other engines and all of that stuff, but that's not a big deal. It looks like this is gonna work. Unfortunately, it looks like this is how a lot of the episodes go to. The way it's gonna have to go is I want to end this series when we land on the moon and get back to Kerbal. If I can land on the moon, you will have seen all the basics of this game. There's getting from the moon, from Kerbal to any other part, any other planetary object is the same concepts, just doing it better and becoming more and more of an expert in aeronautics. So that's pretty much how it's gonna go. This series I'm calling right now, I'm saying, unless I change my mind, which I might, when we get all that we need to get to the moon and back, that's gonna be the end of it. Will we have unlocked everything and upgraded everything and gotten our reputation up? Probably not. A lot of that stuff looks like I'm not sure I could ever get the reputation back up. Upgrading it and getting money, yes, I think I can get money grinding doing missions like this just fine, but what's that really solve? Getting more science is definitely a possibility once we have more money. Hopefully after this quest we will be able to upgrade the science thing, get surface samples. If we can start getting surface samples, we have a chance that we would start unlocking even more. And at about halfway right now, where we've unlocked half of the parts, I think we could probably get to the moon right now and back. It's just going to be really difficult, and I'd like to get a few more points and a few more. I want to get a surface sample if I go to the moon. That will be like hundreds and hundreds of science. The science you get from the surface of the moon is way more than what you get from the surface of Kerbal, and all of that. So let's see, how are we gonna land? We're gonna land pretty good, actually. No, don't cat parachute. Crew reports, worthless. I could do an EVA report, but I don't see a point doing all those reports. We've done that early game stuff on Kerbal. There's not a lot more we can do to get science on Kerbal, or even really on the orbit of Kerbal. Here's your shadow. Use that to determine how close you are to the ground. So you see the shadow as it gets closer and closer. That is telling you how close you are to the ground. A little bit better than what this tells you, because this is a rough estimate, so it could be hundreds or thousands of meters off. Watch, it'll be at least a couple hundred off. We're about to land. So yeah, that's what I think most people's goal for Kerbal Space Program right on the engine. Should be is that if you get to the moon and back, you should consider yourself a complete and total expert. Let's see, recover vessel. There's no reason to get out. We didn't get a single bit of research on that mission. That was all about money. Okay, so we recover our vehicle that survived the flight. We get no science for that. We recover several parts, which gets us 3,000 cash back for that. Not a lot. And then we get our guy back, and he gets no XP gain. That does put us over the point, almost. Not enough funds. Darn it. Let's see. Debris. Let's recover the debris. Debris. And debris. And let's see if that helps. So we're at 4224. We needed 4,051. And we got, let's see, we can't do the flea because we don't have the flea. Can we buy the flea? Let's see. Where's the flea? Here's the flea right here. We need 90 science. No, that's the ant. That's the spark. Where's the flea? Don't tell me I have the flea. Let's see. There's a mainsail. Where's the flea? Is it like way down here? Oh, I may have messed myself up with that. Oh, that is not good if that is the case. That we were gonna have this quest that we can't, this contract we can't finish because of other reasons. Let's see. Let's see. I can't find the flea. Which probably means I already have it and just have not seen it. Oh, it is. It's a solid rocket booster. I could have used it. Darn it. Darn. That was my fault, so I can't use it. Position a satellite in orbit of Kerbal. Let's see. Polar orbit. Orbit specifics. No way. No way could I do that. I probably could. But I don't want to. And then, oh shoot. Oh man. That's no good. Rescue people. Test the Rockoman's brand decoupler. Flight over Kerbal. I think we can test that. Test the stack separator landed on Kerbal. Yes. Rendezvous. No. This is the one that we can't get rid of. Let's see. Rendezvous. Capabilities. park two vessels next to each other. Kerbal, what could possibly go wrong? Have two different vessels in orbit over Kerbal within visual range of each other and their relative velocity. Let's see. Okay. So this is probably a good project to work on next time. Let's build something next time to get it into orbit and then separate it so that two things are within visual distance but not terribly far away from each other. So it will be something with some RCS thrusters and all of that. But all of that is for next time. We're gonna do projects like this. Oh, do I have enough to upgrade this? Yes, I do. Thank goodness. Now I can finally get maybe some science for 160. So I have 40,000 now to spend, but that should be no problem whatsoever. Should be no problem whatsoever. Now that we can do surface samples, we've got a whole nother thing we can start working on. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can do that by clicking on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there are links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.